So I'm noticing I'm supposed to say how many are in my city to get this started off. I come from the 15th largest city in the United States, Columbus, with the Buckeyes, so go Bucks. Thank you very much for having me here today. My name is Michael Evans, and I am currently the Government Affairs Director and Communications Director for the Ohio Hotel Lodging Association, and we currently have approximately 600 members in our association. And I'm excited to be here today with you all on the Capitol and talk about this important issue. It's an honor to talk about a company that works passionately with its stakeholders. My industry in particular would be very beneficial for something like this to come into the market. They have worked diligently with economic development teams at the local levels, state levels, and national levels. And LightSquared has set the table for what we talk about a ton in Ohio. Jobs, jobs, jobs. And Urban Meyer coming to Ohio State Buckeye team. Sorry, Florida. Go Bucks. So, you know, to bring you up in a full circle of where we're at as an industry, in 2007, we were riding high as an industry nationally. We were starting at one of the fastest growing development sectors in the state, and then the economy bottomed out. What that meant to us was seeing triple-digit stocks going to $8 and $9. In addition to that, we had, just our industry alone, went to freezing of financial funds to develop. We no longer had leisure travel due to sagging economic numbers and increase in sagging numbers to unemployment, or increasing those. And then in the end, corporate travel became a taboo for us. So this became a difficult time for us. And then now, fast forward to today, where we're at, is the lodging industry is prime ready to come back in to invest. And we need partners like LightSquared to be with us at the table as infrastructures come together. And I think it's realistic to understand that if we're coming into areas, in rural areas in particular, and there's no opportunity for us to have broadband, high-speed internet, then it's going to be difficult for us to be able to bring in hotels and new industries there. I'm a facts and numbers kind of person. Ohio is at the cusp of an oil and gas exploration boom that is expecting to bring in around 200,000 jobs by 2015. Those jobs are just not men and women on those rigs. It's going to be merchants, it's going to be hotels, it's going to be restaurants, it's going to be truck drivers, you name it. Every secondary type of industry is going to be affected by this potentially. And that's only one of the opportunities coming into our state currently. But the problem with this issue, just taking this as a case point, is that where these drilling locations are at is a lot of times in the rural communities without a strong infrastructure that LightSquared can provide us. So when we're in discussions about this boom that we have to be bringing in, this new workforce development, where do we put them? And how do we service those? It's just unthinkable that we have dead spots in these areas, and that one of the major things that would stall this is that we have no place for businesses to come and run your business. Can you imagine trying to run your day in your business without your BlackBerry, your iPad, your what have you? I mean, I sit on it 24/7. I mean, I don't know nobody else does it, but I live on mine. So, you know, for us, it's a big opportunity to have a new partner out there that can help encourage and move some of these jobs forward for us. In the lodging industry, the fastest growing market sector is extended stay. And those are the ones that service towards your business clientele. And that's a telltale sign that, as I'm reading many of my industry trades, that they're priming ready for this engine of government or of jobs to come rolling back out there. And where is it going to go if we don't have the opportunity to service them? For as an industry, we need to be able to offer a full package of business class, or people aren't going to stay in these areas for us. So this is vital for us. These hotels will then come to a situation where we can't even service business when they come in. A wholesale 4G LTE network with satellite connectivity will bring rural communities, and especially in our Appalachian areas in Ohio, around the country, an equal playing field to compete against surrounding areas. You know, back to the numbers thing, what I like to see here, and many times when I'm sitting with our investors and they're priming ready about, the first thing we always get is how much money you're bringing to the table. Before it even goes anywhere else is, what are you as a private investor bringing to the table before anyone will talk to you? And I like to know From that perspective, that $14 billion this company is willing to invest in this network here in the United States. And what this means is that is all private dollars. None of it is a single dollar paid through taxes. Not a single dollar out of your pocket, not a single dollar out of your pocket. Well, maybe yours. Probably a lot of yours. So I like your pockets. Thank you. So what me as a personal private tax citizen is I'm encouraged to hear this. This is something exciting for me to be able to talk to my hotels about, of saying, this is good. Many times we're looking at an industry who is overly taxed ourselves. This gives us an opportunity to make a win situation without having to feel the tax burden on our back. The lodging industry is a 24/7, 365-day-a-year industry. What that means is my guys and gals never close down once. So think about that in your jobs. I know everybody here on the Hill carries everything with them. So could you imagine having to run an industry, though, that you're typically going to be chained to your hotel because you can't get out because you don't have connectivity? So what happens is that when LightSquared comes in, this gives my folks the opportunity to go home and live with their families and be able to answer the calls that they need back at their hotels and provide the top-notch customer service you're expecting on your dollar when you're coming into my properties. At a time when we talk about jobs and economic growth, we cannot afford to delay any of the LightSquared's deployment. It has been stated repeatedly today that the GPS interference issue has not only been solved, but it will likely make GPS function more reliable and cheaper. I don't know about you, but my cell phone bill is kind of big. I'm okay with this. And to me, that's a winning solution if I've ever heard one. It's a winning solution for the GPS, a winning solution for LightSquared, and I think a winning solution for many, many businesses in America. Thank you. It's my honor now to bring up Sheriff Sean Golden. Thank you.